Hello, my scrappy friends. I'm here doing a layout share for some layouts I did when I was traveling around in Canada in July. My husband and I were up there 3 weeks traveling around in the mountains and the lakes and the rivers and on an alpaca farm, and we toured a distillery and some different art murals and different statue parks while we were up in Canada for 3 weeks. And usually I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning if I'm sleeping in late, and hubby usually wakes up around, let's see, usually 9-ish. And so I have a lot of time to myself in the morning. So I bring a little bit of my scrapbook supplies and I scrapbook while we're on vacation. And so this layout is for Speedy Scrapbooking with Ginger's Corners. And Speedy Scrapbooking is mainly to get scrapbook layouts done quickly. And since a lot of the layouts that I did while I was up there are of the year 2007 and 2004, I wanted to get some of them done rather quickly. And so here you can see the sketch that I use. So the whole idea with Speedy Scrapbooking is to get it done fast and to use sketches to help you get it done quickly so that you're making less decisions. And so this is a sketch from Ginger. And you can see there's like 5 different blocks of paper. And I use some scrap paper, and there's 3 embellishment clusters and a 6x4 photo with the title, and I pretty much stuck to the sketch on this particular one. And here you can see my layout again. This is of my niece Megan. This is my niece Megan, 2004, October of 2004, when she was just a wee little one. And she just turned 21, and this past weekend we had a baby shower for her. She's going to have her first child, and it will be born, a little boy, and he will be born in October. And this is my mom. And so this is in October of 2004 at one of our family parties. We generally tended to have a family party every other month back then, and usually it was 60 to 80 people because I come from a very large family. And so here is a picture, one I really like, of my mom and Megan. And so if you remember the sketch, there was 5 blocks of paper. I used some scrap paper I had. This is from an Echo Park line, a baby girl line. You can see here that, like with most of my photos, I do put my layout up on a background. I generally like to do that, to frame in my layouts. It's just something I do with a lot of them. And so with each of my block of paper, because there was 5 different patterns, there's this one, this pink dot, this kind of florally looking one, this pink diamond one, and this black floral paper from Cartabella. I really loved this paper, and because I wanted to use this paper and tie it in with some of the other Cartabella paper that I had in the Echo Park line, to help distinguish the patterns, I ended up mounting them all on black cardstock. And to tie the photo in, I put it on white and on black cardstock. The title here is Little One, foam title. And then I have 3 clusters like the sketch. And here I did a journaling, Mom, Megan, and Grandma Pat, October 23rd of 2004. That was probably our fall party. And in each of the clusters, you'll see I have flowers, and I have leaves, and I have the little gold foam hearts, and I have brads. These are actually real brads because it's from an older Cartabella line. This one's a stork that says baby, and you'll see I use black enamel dots to help tie in the black around the layout and lead your eye around. This just says baby girl, and I put a little bow on it and a pink enamel dot and some black dots. And then, so that's my title cluster. Here's a cluster, same thing, just flowers, a little baby carriage, some flowers, and some hearts. And this says you are so loved, and it has a little brad here, some black enamel dots, some gold foam hearts. So the gold and the black and the pink kind of tie around the layout. And so that's the first layout that I wanted to share. There's the sketch again by Ginger for Speedy Scrapbooking. And I have one more, and this one is a 2-page sketch. And so first I'll show you the sketch. And I'm using my new camera set up at home. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it at home, and I have not yet figured out how to do a double-page layout and get it in my phone camera screen. So I'm going to show it to you a page at a time. But this sketch by Ginger, you'll see it has a row of 3x3 photos on each side, a 4x4 and a 4x6. So that's 5 and 5, 10 photos. I have 6 photos on mine because my photo sizes are actually larger. And it has a central cluster with the title. So I went a little bit off on my own on this particular sketch. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I will show you. You can see the middle, and then I'll show you each page. That I did do a central design, and this is a piece of pumpkin paper because this was Thanksgiving of 2004, and I'm using an Echo Park line here, and this is the left-hand side of the page. And how I kind of went off on my own is I put more embellishment clusters, and I did a big banner on each side of my layout to mount the photos on. I did a border of wood grain paper, and then I kind of cut out the center of the paper and used it to mount the photos so that they would pop off of this orange gingham check. And then each of my clusters here, you know, they have pumpkins and leaves and enamel dots. And this says thankful and blessed, and thanks and gratitude, because this is Thanksgiving Day of 2004. This is my niece Megan and her Aunt Felicia. There you can actually see another picture, and you can see Felicia. And this is Megan with her Uncle Mike. The Mike and Felicia are 2 of my sister Brenda's children. And this is the Mike that you have seen some of his son's baby pictures, but his son was born in 2007. So this is when he's still in high school. This says Megan, Felicia, and Mike, Thanksgiving 2004, some enameled dots. You see some pumpkins and leaves to tie together, and all things give thanks. The title together. And the other side of the layout here is the right-hand side, and you can see I used 3 larger size photos, and I did kind of the same thing with the embellishment clusters. There's pumpkins and leaves, and this is Megan's Aunt Kara. So this is one of my sister Brenda's oldest daughter, and Kara's children are Hannah and Jeffrey. So this is Jeffrey, Hannah, and Megan. They're cousins. And this is Jeff, my sister Brenda's husband. So that's Papa. And so this is also Thanksgiving Day, and we were, of course, taking pictures as I usually do when I'm there. And so this says, so thankful for you. This says, thankful together. This embellishment cluster right here, this pumpkin that says so thankful and has these pretty little gems on it, it was from an embellishment swap from Ginger's Corner. And if you haven't joined the embellishment swap, they also help you to make speedy scrapbook layouts, because you can take the embellishments, they're already made, and very easy to put them on your layout. So this one was very beautiful. I did change the color of the orange a little bit differently because it was bright orange. I wanted it to blend more with my photo. But so this is the second side of my layout. This is the first side. And here is the sketch again from Ginger. And this is for Speedy Scrapbooking with Ginger's Corner. And if you look down below, you'll see the playlist. These were actually mostly done in July while I was traveling around Canada with my husband, and the hop was in July. And when I came back, I knew I wanted to film the ones that I had finished while I was up there in Canada. And I had done some layout shares up there, but sometimes it just wasn't good lighting for me to film. So I hope you enjoyed this layout share, and I will talk to you again soon, my friends. Bye.